Forget what you know. Erase the horoscopes. They are faded postcards of a place you've never truly seen. You want to know about Taurus? You don't look at the stars. You look at what the stars are in. Taurus isn't a sign. It's the divine blueprint, the principle that shapes what is real, what is beautiful, and what lasts. This isn't a lecture. This is a gallery tour. I'm going to show you why every other sign is just a visitor in a universe built on this principle. The evidence is everywhere. Here are 10 masterpieces you've been living in your whole life. Exhibit 1. Before anything can grow, it needs ground. Before any light can shine, it needs a place to land. The universe began as an explosion, an anarchy of energy. Other forces tried to fight it, to contain it. The Taurian principle didn't fight. It introduced a concept the chaos had never considered: stillness. It doesn't block the storm, it becomes the eye of it, a center of gravity so profound, so absolute, that the chaos has no choice but to find a new rhythm. Look, the cosmic lightning doesn't vanish. It's given a purpose. It becomes the filament in a newborn star. The shrieking nebulae aren't silenced, they're taught how to sing. Their discord becomes a harmony that births planets. This is the first gift of Taurus: stability, the stage upon which all other stories can finally be told. It didn't destroy the chaos, it gave it a home, a foundation. Exhibit 2. A dream is just a vapor, an idea, a ghost. The Taurian force gives ideas a body, a home. It is the master building principle of the cosmos. This is a thought realm, a dimension created by pure intellect. It's brilliant, it's beautiful, but it's fragile, unstable. It flickers like a dying candle. To make it real, it needs an anchor, a physical form. A resonant frequency is introduced, a blueprint of stability. The ghost of an idea is given bone. The flickering light is hammered into physics by pulses of sound and gravity. The dream is given laws. The flickering towers are rebuilt with something eternal, crystalline structures that sing with harmonic resonance. This isn't just a structure, it's a testament to quality that will outlast galaxies. What was once a fragile dream is now the most enduring structure in the cosmos, a beacon of what is possible when vision is given form. Others dream of heaven, the Taurian principle builds it. Exhibit 3. A world can be stable, it can be built to last, but is it a world you'd want to live in? For Taurus, existence isn't enough, it must be savored. This is Planet Prime, perfectly stable, structurally sound, and utterly crushingly dull. It has physics, but no poetry. The creative force returns, not to build, but to decorate, to give the world a soul. First comes touch, then taste and smell, the chemistry of joy, then sound. The sterile silence is broken, replaced by the universe's first symphony. And finally, sight. The plain white sky is shattered and repainted with the colors of emotion. This is the Taurian masterpiece, a world not just to be seen, but to be felt. A paradise for the senses, because a life without pleasure is just a blueprint without a building. Exhibit 4. Promises are cheap. They are words on the wind. But a Taurian promise is a new law of physics. See these twin fledgling protostars? They are weak, flickering, prey to the chaos of the void. Unstable, alone, but a nexus of protective energy forms between them. A vow made manifest, a gravitational promise to endure together. This energy doesn't just block attacks, it nourishes, it strengthens, it turns the violence of the universe into fuel for shared growth. Years pass. Eons pass. The bond holds. Through every storm, through every threat, it does not bend, it does not break, until the fledgling stars are no longer weak. They are twin suns, brilliant and powerful, forever defined by the unbreakable foundational vow that protected them. It is the quiet, unwavering gravity of loyalty made real, a promise not spoken, but built into the fabric of space itself. Exhibit 5. Impatience is the language of those who doubt the outcome. Taurus doesn't doubt, it knows, and so it can wait. It finds the most barren rock, the most forgotten corner of the void, and it plants a single seed of potential, a seed that requires not years, but ages. And then the wait begins. Not an empty wait, but a watchfulness, a deep abiding stillness that becomes the anchor in a universe of endless, frantic motion. Generations of stars are born and die. Entire galaxies collide and reform. The universe rewrites itself 1,000 times over. The pulse remains, steady, confident. And then, when the time is perfect, not a moment sooner, the first sign. A declaration that the wait was worth it. The growth is not explosive. It is deliberate, considered. Each branch, each leaf, a testament to the time it took to form perfectly, until what was once a single seed in a dead void becomes a universe of life unto itself. This is the power of patience, not as a passive act of waiting, but as an active, confident, creative force. Exhibit 6. Some build walls to keep others out. The Taurian principle builds sanctuaries to make what's inside feel safe enough to truly grow. This is an orchid nebula, a celestial nursery of impossible fragility. Its beauty is so delicate that the harsh cosmic winds would tear it to shreds. It cannot be caged, for that would crush it. It cannot be moved, so a sanctuary must be built around it. A living shield. The structure is not a wall, it's a filter, designed with profound intelligence to deflect what is harmful while gathering and refining what is nourishing. Inside this perfect environment, free from fear and harm, the nebula doesn't just survive, it blossoms. This is the nature of Taurian strength, not to dominate, but to create the security that allows beauty to flourish on its own terms. It is the ultimate act of selfless strength, a fortress built not for a king, but for a flower. Exhibit 7. In a universe of anxiety and conflict, the greatest weapon is peace. Not a forced peace, but a presence so profound it reminds others what they were fighting for. Behold a system at war. Two forces of nature, one of incandescent solar fire, the other of crystalline cometary ice, locked in a cataclysmic, pointless struggle for dominance. The Taurian principle arrives, not with a weapon, not with a shield. It does not choose a side. It simply is. Its presence is an anchor, a gravitational field not of matter, but of pure serenity. The rage of the star falters, the fury of the ice is becalmed. The conflict, fueled by unchecked energy, simply runs out of purpose in the face of such absolute, unwavering peace. The two forces don't disappear. They find a new harmony, their orbits re-established around a new, shared center of peace. It didn't win the war. It made the war irrelevant. This is the ultimate power, the ability to absorb chaos and radiate tranquility. Exhibit 8. Others seek power that is fleeting, fame, control. The Taurian principle understands true value. It is found in what is real, what is beautiful, and what can be shared. This is a dying star, not with a bang, but with a whimper. A giant, once mighty, now collapsing under its own weight, its energy fading into the cold of space. A wasted potential. But where others see an end, the Taurian force sees raw material, an opportunity not to mourn, but to forge. It gathers the last of the star's light, its history, its immense weight, and under the pressure of cosmic certainty, it transforms death into something eternal. It does not create a black hole, a monument to consumption. It creates the opposite, a beacon of value, a treasure that will seed 1,000 new beginnings. But value locked away is meaningless. The true purpose of wealth is to enrich, to be shared, to be given away. And so, the treasure is not hoarded, it is sown, a shower of priceless seeds sent out to barren worlds. This is the ultimate alchemy, to take the ashes of an ending and forge them into the foundation of countless new futures. That is true value. Exhibit 9. Do not mistake their calm for weakness. Do not mistake their patience for apathy. Once the Taurian principle decides on a path, the universe had best get out of the way. This is the entropy plague, a creeping rot that unravels reality, a force of cosmic decay that dissolves galaxies into a cold grain nothingness. Most forces would flee, others would try to contain it. The Taurian principle does not negotiate with decay. It has made a decision. This will not stand. The path is not a detour, it is a straight line. Obstacles are not avoided, they are met. A dead star, a remnant of a forgotten age, blocks the way. It is not an obstacle. It is fuel. Finally, it reaches the plague itself. The force of decay meets the principle of permanence. There is no struggle. There is only a conclusion. It does not just stop the rot, it reverses it. It rebuilds what was lost stronger than before. That is the ferocity of a Taurian conviction, an immovable object that is also somehow an unstoppable force. Exhibit 10. The final masterpiece. After all the building, the gardening, the protecting, what is it all for? It is for this, a place to finally rest, a place to be safe, the feeling of home. The universe is filled with wanderers, nebulous beings without anchor, comets on lonely journeys, rogue planets cast out from their stellar nurseries, lost. The Taurian principle performs its final, greatest act of creation, not a monument to power, but a beacon of welcome. It has no great purpose, no strategic value. Its only function is to be a place of absolute comfort and unconditional safety, a gravitational pull of pure welcome. And the lost things of the universe, for the first time, feel a pull, not of a black hole, not of a star, but the gravity of home. They arrive not as refugees, but as residents, each finding a perfect place to finally be at rest. The ultimate creation, a system built not from a plan, but from compassion, a place where everything finally belongs. Because the greatest luxury in the entire cosmos is not power, or beauty, or wealth. It is the simple, profound comfort of knowing you are home. So you see, the foundation, the masterpiece, the paradise, the promise, the patience, the sanctuary, the serenity, the value, the will, the home. It is all connected, all one grand design, a universe built not on chaos, but on craftsmanship, not on luck, but on loyalty, not on speed, but on substance. This is the fundamental truth, the quiet confidence of knowing that what you build to last forever. It is the resonant frequency to which all other music must eventually tune. It is not about being the loudest. It is about being the most resonant, not about being the fastest, but about being the most enduring. They are not the best sign in the universe. They are the reason there is a universe.